Welcome to the SKURA SFX mobile and Apple iPad. Today I'm going to demonstrate our application on an iOS simulator running on my MacBook Pro. Let's get started by selecting the SFX Viewer icon on the iPad Touch tablet. Now I'm going to log into my personalized SFX content and contact library. After my login, I have access to only the content that has been assigned to me by my SFX administrator. The SFX administrator can deliver the latest marketing material to staff, sales channels, and even customers through the SFX Grid, SKURA's centralized marketing application. SFX Grid will allow the company to regulate users to content by individual user or group, update content immediately across the entire organization to maintain regulatory compliance, reduce the print costs associated with content changes and updates. Now let's explore our viewer application. After the application launches, it brings me to the main library of presentations. This gives me a thumbnail view of all my presentations. These presentations can be updated by the SFX administrator, or I can manually check for updates by clicking on the presentation and updating. Or I can sync my entire content library by touching the sync button on the lower right. It's that easy to update your content. Today I'm presenting my product Connexus to Andy Young. Let's go to my contact list and find Andy. This is my contact database. This list is being pulled directly from my CRM system. Today I'm using Salesforce to import my contacts. Within the contact list, I can scroll through the names or quick scroll by sliding on the toolbar, or search for a contact within the search bar. Since Andy Young's right on the top of my list, I just have to click right beside his name to add him to my targets. If there was multiple people in the meeting, I could also add them, and I can easily remove them from the target list. Let's select our Connexus presentation. Once the presentation starts, I land on a fully customizable pre-call screen. This gives me a quick snapshot of my recent activities with Andy. It includes Andy's contact details, a map of his location, previous account history, and a sales adoption grid so I can visually see at what level of the sales cycle Andy is at with Connexus. Today my goal is to increase Andy's prescribing of Connexus. But first, let me show you the easy-to-use toolbar. By tapping on the lower part of the iPad screen, I bring up the SFX toolbar. This has icons that take me back to my content library, record the call to my CRM system, take us to the contacts menu to add another contact to this meeting, advance forward and backward the presentation slides, a quick access to my content library, a history button to see the slides that I've presented Andy, or access to all the slides within the presentation. Tap anywhere to hide this toolbar. Let's use the iPad's native hand gesturing to advance the slides in our presentation. Just an easy swipe is all that is needed to advance to the next slide. One of the advantages of the iPad is the big 9.7-inch LED display. It is great for low-level light situations and really makes your content pop off the screen. While I'm reviewing the presentation with Andy, I'm taking full advantage of the digital interactivity while presenting on the iPad. I can show interactive charts and graphs, movies, image slides, and PDFs to capture Andy's attention. Any form of digital content will play on the SFX Viewer as long as it is compatible with the device it's being played on. Here's some more interactive material within my Connexus presentation that I'm presenting to Andy Young. Once I've completed my call with Andy Young, I record the data back to my CRM system. I'm automatically sent back to my library screen, and I can get ready for my next customer. This concludes our brief demo of the SFX Viewer. For more information or to schedule a live demo, please contact us at sales@skura.com.